Hello and welcome to this week's virtual drop-in from MissImp. This week we've got Terje all the way from Oslo in Norway doing a session. As always, clear some space, pull your curtains if you need to. If you feel the need to warm up, we've got some videos on our YouTube channel. And as always, you can support these virtual drop-ins by donating online if you feel like you're able to, but no worries if not. Thanks and enjoy the video.
Hi, my name is Terje. I am an improviser from Oslo, Norway, where I run the Tøyen Impro improv school. Welcome to this digital drop-in brought to you by MissImp. Yeah, it's a digital improv workshop. Super cool. We're going to do an exercise that will unlock the unlimited potential of all of your ideas from now on. That's pretty cool. And then we're going to talk a little bit about how you can apply these to your scenes and your scene works and hopefully make improv less hard and more fun. This is a fairly simple exercise where everyone is in a circle, and I will start by taking the most boring thing that I have, this pen top, and I will say something about this that is true. So I would go, it's green, which is true, and I will pass it to the next person who will find something else that is also true about this. It's black. Pass it on, and then we just pass it on until it comes back to me. For that first round, two things usually happen. One is we rush it. When it's our turn, we cannot get rid of that pen top fast enough. Or quick enough. I don't know. English is not my native language. Second thing is some people will try to be funny or interesting or smart or clever. So instead of going, it's plastic, they might go, this was the silver bullet that killed Godzilla in Tokyo in 1948. And when that happens, I just encourage them to, okay, we don't know if that is true. It might be true, but we don't know if it is true. Let's focus on the things that we know to be true. And then they get a second try. And both are, I believe, because when it's our turn, we have the focus of a bunch of people, and that can be very, very stressful. Good news is, with practice, that will be less stressful. So yeah. So I'll just encourage people to take their time. So for round two, it's the same thing, same pen top, discover new things, and I encourage everyone to just take their time. If you notice that stress, shoulders going up, just breathe. And we have time for that. And then we do round two, and then something happens. I don't know what it is, but something magical, wonderful happens. This discovery, this journey, this pen top going around this circle is the most interesting thing in the world. This is never not interesting. It's so bizarre because we're just saying out loud things that are true. And I like to believe this is because you take me, the audience, on a journey. And that journey is a journey of discovery and exploration. And I cannot wait to see what you discover. And in this case, it's the most obvious thing in the world, and I'm still like, ooh, it's green. Depending on the discoveries made on the second round, I sometimes help the students and help them look for other things that might also be true. And examples are, it makes a sound. Almost like a whistle when you blow into it. Or if I drop it on the floor, it will make this and that sound. Or if I do this, it makes another sound. Or it breaks. I don't know. Anything that is true. This is also where people tend to put it up their nose or in their mouth. So I will encourage people not to do that. I usually go 3 rounds. And after 3 rounds, we have found about 50 things that are true about this pen. And it is never not interesting to watch. Never, ever. And if that is true, I like to believe that is true for every idea we have on stage, every idea our partner have on stage, every idea has this unlimited potential of discovery and exploration. If only we take our time to discover those things, those features, those attributes of our ideas. But we don't, because we're too busy throwing ideas at our partner, and they're too busy throwing ideas at us, and none of us just goes, this is the one we're doing. I just realized I have the chance to say, do try this at home, which I will now encourage you to do. So I'll encourage you to grab whatever is right next to you. If it's your cell phone or some keys or a remote, anything, just grab it. And then before you pause this thing, see if you can find 5 things that are true and say them out loud one by one. If 5 things is a bit much, you can go with 1 thing or 10 things. I mean, do what's best for you. And before you pause it, I will do this with this pen, and hopefully you will get an idea of how to do this. So, pen top. Now, this is green. It's black. It has a silvery thing on the top. It's made out of plastic. And it's a pen top. 5 things. And then I find 5 more, saying them out loud one by one. Ooh, the silvery thing, it's I can see myself in it. There's a tiny gap between the silvery thing and the green thing. Ooh, the black is quite shiny. The green is quite matte. Is matte the right word? I don't know. I think it is matte. Not shiny. The opposite of shiny, matte. There is a tiny hole here that looks like it's from the production of the pen. I would say the diameter is about 11 millimeters, 11 or 12 millimeters. Cool, that was 5. Now I do 5 more. There's this pattern. You cannot see it with this one, but there's like a pattern with like 6 dots in a circle. Oh, also it is very light. It's very light. It's very light. And it's quite solid. If I squeeze it, it bends, but not as much as you would expect. 3. There's a flat edge on this pen top. Doesn't smell anything. 5 things, and then we do 5 more, 5 more, 5 more. If you notice the light changing on this video, it's because there's a big window there, and it's sunny and cloudy, and the sun comes and goes, and I try to adjust it with blinds, but yeah. So anyways, please notice that we're still doing only things that are true. We're discovering the true potential of any idea. In this case, the pen top represents the idea. There's also the untrue or made up potential, which we haven't even touched yet, which could be, this used to belong to Michael Jackson. This pen top come from another dimension. This pen top is like the Babel fish in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So if you put it in your ear, you can understand any language, and you can also speak every language. That is the made up or untrue potential of this idea. Just to be clear, I'm not saying don't do the made up untrue potential, not at all. But for me, it's less work to do true potential because I know it. And I can just take my time to go, hey, it's hollow. At the end, I go, yeah, it is. It's hollow. And it's less work. Less work. Now, as improvisers, we do tend to make things complicated for ourselves. And Dave Rosowski said that for an improviser, 2 + 2 is never 4. It's the square root of 16 at best. And I believe that to be very, very true. We tend to complicate things when maybe we can just go, it's green. It's green. The audience will go, hey, wait a minute. He said green twice. Oh, he said green 3 times. And maybe this is like Chekhov's gun. Maybe that will mean something by a point in your show. So here's the thing though. The audience is always trying to figure out what's going on. So if you say green 3 times, they will connect that to something. You don't have to. And if you prove them right, they will go, I knew it. If you prove them wrong, they will go, oh God, I thought it was something else. But you will win in both cases because they're still invested in the stuff you do. If it's true that every idea has unlimited potential, be it true potential or untrue potential, by the way, those are made up terms. To me, the most obvious thing would be to just grab any idea and explore that idea. I don't care which one, just any idea has that potential, and that idea will take you somewhere. You might not play that idea for the whole set, the whole show, the whole scene, but you can have fun with it and see where it takes you, because it might take you to another idea or another idea. Number 2, add details and specifics to your scenes. So as an example, hey, can I have a coffee, please? Which is a great line. You could add specifics to that and say, hey, can I have a Colombian dark roast? Roasted for 48 minutes on 68 degrees, both Fahrenheit and Celsius, and served in a tiny cup made out of porcelain from the Huncha region of China. Now, same line, but now all kinds of information coming from that, and all that information that you add to a scene will push the story forward. By adding those specifics and details and attributes, you will help the imagination of the audience. Thank you so much for joining this digital drop-in. Thank you, MissImp, for hosting this and having me as your guest. If you have any questions or comments or just want to connect, you can find me on Facebook. There's the Tøyen Impro Facebook page, tøyenimpro.no. And you can check out my super website at justtypeinmyname.com. Justtypeinmyname.com. Cool. Have a good one. Bye.